My name is Leo. I have been in real estate for about 5 years now. Started as a real estate broker, did residential and commercial real estate, everything between rentals, sales, investing, all that stuff. I've always been interested in real estate because my family was in it, and I knew that it was a powerful tool to build wealth over time. And after being a real estate broker, I worked at a real estate fund on their acquisitions team. So this is like a multi-billion-dollar fund. And I saw the power of leveraging real estate at scale. And how I got into multifamily and what brought me here is that I connected with Josh, and we got connected as far as the vision and the power of syndicating properties, and that's what got me interested. So definitely the biggest challenge that a lot of you might face out there is capital raising, speaking to people, and understand that you are offering them an opportunity to build wealth. And as a person starting out, it's not something that's easy that comes by. And what this mastermind helps with is the educational aspect and supporting you, looking over your deals, making sure that you're underwriting your deals properly and that you can bring something that's truly of value to your friends and family. So there's obviously a lot of mastermind options out there. What drove me personally to pick the Three Beach Mastermind over others is that I got to directly speak with Josh and his partners, and I know that they've done a lot of business in the area, so they talk the talk. And it's not just, there's some other options out there, of course. They're a little pricier, a little bigger, and you talk to a sub-coach that may or may not have done deals in the area, so they're not necessarily speaking from that much experience, and to them, you're just a number. Whereas with the Three Beach Capital Mastermind, you're a person that you speak to them twice a week. You can have calls one-on-one and get all the support that you need to get the success that you want. For me, I definitely spoke to Josh maybe like 3 times before actually signing on. I'm a careful person when it comes to making decisions, especially big investments like this. I'm not used to making investments into myself. When it comes to making investments, sure, I'll throw it in the stock market, I'll throw it into real estate. But to invest in myself, that was a mental hurdle to overcome. Then I realized that an investment in yourself, you are the one who determines the outcome of it. So you can decide what it is that you want to get out. So after going through that and having that relationship with Josh over the few months that I spoke with him, gave me the confidence to pick him over others. Some of the most valuable insights and tips from this mastermind that I've gotten is through underwriting and speaking to the different partners about my assumptions. Because as you know, when it comes to analyzing a deal, making sure that it's good, there's a lot of numbers that you're assuming, and there's no way to know how good they are unless you're speaking with someone with experience that can give you proper knowledge. So that was one of them. The second one is to learn from the mistakes that others have made. So not just Josh and his team, but also the rest of the mastermind. We all come from different backgrounds, and when we share every week what we've done, what's working, what's not, and to learn from that really shortcuts your growth, and it's super helpful. Business now, so still looking for the first deal, have come close a few times. Like I've been looking for deals for almost a year and a half now, looked through 500 deals, went under contract for 4 deals, and just backed out for one reason or the other. And again, it's because of the experience from the mastermind that gave me that feeling, hey, I want to take care of my investors long term. I value their money more than mine. So I want to make sure that the deal is a good one and not just something that lines a pocket of somebody. So for people on the fence about whether or not they should take that next step into something like this, my decision-making process is to make a list of questions that need to be answered for you to determine if it's the right or wrong decision, because obviously everyone's situation is different. Not everything is right for everyone. So to get that clarity from yourself, you have to just come up with objective questions, maybe a list of 10 questions that you ask yourself, ask others, and create a yes or no decision from there. To those that have the money to make an investment like this and are just still, for one reason or the other, hesitant on pulling the trigger, essentially, you have to realize that in life, it's all about taking that step. And you're always going to feel afraid when you do something that's unknown, especially if it's your first time doing something so big. To that, I would say make some metrics in your mind and do it and see if you can hit those metrics. So for me, I signed up for the mastermind and I said that I'm going to close on $10 million in real estate in the next year. So how do I get there from here? Instead of worrying about, hey, like this is the initial investment, I'm like, okay, how do I leverage what I have, leverage the resources this year to get to where I want to get to?